And welcome back. The Salvation Army is the leading provider offering free or affordable music and creative arts education to students of all ages. Now, recently, over 300 young individuals ranging from grade school to high school participated in the divisional Star Search Music and Creative Arts Talent Competition that was organized by the Salvation Army Greater New York's Division Corps Music Creative Arts Program. And joining us now is the Salvation Army's Music Creative Arts Director, Andrew Boynton, and Level 4 dance solo of the Bronx Citadel, Rosbelly Rosario. And glad to have you both with us.
Thanks for having us.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. And Andrew, I'll start with you. For somebody who may not be so familiar with the Citadel, give us a little bit about the Salvation Army's Bronx Citadel.
So we have 38 core community centers all across the greater New York area. So in these locations is where we handle all of our social service operations, as well as our church operations. But also this is where we have our music and arts programming. So we have two locations specifically in the Bronx, one in the Tremont area and one that we call Bronx Citadel. So the Citadel is essentially our building that we operate out of.
And so we have this Star Search going on. And before we get to bring in Rosebelly, give us a little bit about how we got here.
So we have all these music programs that we operate at these 38 locations. And about 30, 35 years ago, we decided that a great way to motivate our young people to continue to excel and to learn is to have this exciting competition. So we put different community centers all together to compete. They all learn some of the same items, and they get to compete against their friends from different locations around the greater New York area. There's trophies involved. But the most exciting part of this is the people who win at the divisional Star Search get to go on to the next level, which is going to be in Hershey, Pennsylvania in June.
And so we want to introduce one of those winners, and one of those winners are Rosebelly Rosario, and she is a Level 4 dance solo first place winner. And congratulations, Rosebelly. Glad to have you.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
So tell me a little bit about the competition. And, was it easy? Was it hard? What was it like?
Honestly, a word I can say to describe it was really fun, but it also felt like I had a lot of pressure on me because I have been competing in Star Search since I was really little. So I always feel like I have to live up to my own title, but I also have to remind myself that I'm not doing this for myself and I'm doing this for the Lord. So
Yeah. And so you are a Level 4 dance solo winner. Talk to me about preparation. How much do you practice? And how often are you getting it in?
Well, now, before Star Search, I used to practice on Mondays when we used to go to 14th Street. So I would practice every other week and mainly practice by myself. I had to do a lot of it by myself. But I also had my dance teacher, Nicole, who was constantly helping me through the whole thing. She choreographed my solo. So practice was honestly really easy, I'm not gonna lie. There was times where it was hard and took a lot of energy and a lot of time, but it all was worth it in the end.
Yeah. Andrew pointed out that now that you are a winner, you're on your way towards Hershey, Pennsylvania. How much pressure are you feeling given the fact that, hey, I won out here locally, but now we're stepping it up and we're going to go get some other cores out there? What's the pressure like for you now?
Honestly, it's very high in my opinion because I have never competed in territorials in person. I won second place in territorials when it was online, but in person is a completely different story. I've never competed a solo in territorials, so I'm honestly really nervous and I feel like the pressure is very up there.
Yeah. Andrew, on a more serious note, I mean, obviously it's a competition, but honestly, we know that these are some young people who are getting together and really, as you say, singing for the Lord. But talk to us about the fact of just what it does for camaraderie, because while it is competition, there is a lot of camaraderie that's built in this.
Yeah, so all of our programs, what I notice is the young people who are involved love doing music and arts, but more so than that, when we have groups, they just love being together. They love the friendship that they can have through this, and like you said, the camaraderie. Star Search allows people to see what other people do as well. If you watch your friends and your colleagues, you can see some of the things that they're doing. You can see the progress. It really inspires you to grow alongside of them. So if you see someone who's your own age doing something, you said, I think I can do that. So it really helps people grow together.
Yeah. Well, I want to talk a little bit more, Andrew, about some of the other talent that's out there, because in addition to dance, there's so much more that you guys have that you're weighing through.
So we started as a brass instrument competition because the Salvation Army is very rooted in brass banding, which started over in England. But from there, now we've got, in addition to brass instruments, we have percussion, there's vocal solos, dance solos, acting, and we also have groups. So we have bands and choruses, dance groups as well. So there are there are 9 solo categories and 6 group categories that we have grown to now.
Yeah. Rosebelly, I don't want to put too much pressure on you here, but I'll ask you the question. How much do you think about, now that you know that you're going out to Hershey and you have to compete on another level, how much do you think about that?
A lot. I think about it a lot because honestly, it's not necessarily pressure. It's more of like a nervousness. But I know that once I start dancing, I'm gonna feel comfortable, and it's just a process. It takes time, but it's always on my mind. Like it's never leaving my mind.
Yeah. Well, nerves are good. Take it from somebody who used to play basketball. I can tell you nerves are good, and I got another thing that I do every week. And if you don't feel nervous about what you do, that means that you got some more work to do. So keep the nervousness there. Congratulations. Look forward to seeing you out there in Hershey, Pennsylvania, and we'll follow up and find out how you do.
Okay.
All righty.
Thank you.
Andrew, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having us today.
All righty, Andrew and Rosebelly. Now, if you want more information, what I'm going to tell you to do is follow them on Facebook at GNY Music and at Instagram at GNY Music Creative Arts. Now, we encourage you, don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more Open coming up right after this.